Yeah, I'm getting myself ready to do the show, because, it's D Nice, your host of Real Conversation, Real Entertainment. I'm doing my thing, in a social setting. So I'm getting myself prepared for you people tonight because I'm going to bring up a topic that a lot of people don't want to talk about. I guess like everything else I talk about, right? So just give me a second. Let me get myself relaxed because I'm doing a show, and I always try to tell you this. A lot of our shows are done in social settings where our people at, and where we are. And when I say my people, I'm talking about the so-called blacks, Puerto Ricans, West Indians, and the Spanish-speaking people. In particular the 12 tribes. Because we also, even though we on our spiritual and our conscious level with the Creator and the Creator's Son, we also got to remember we still human creatures and we got to enjoy and relax and have a good time too. So, I need for us to all understand that, because sometimes we get too caught up in thinking we got to act holier than thou. What we got to do is not say strive or try. Well, the word really is move towards being more righteous. As we live in the land of the living. So, that's a hard topic to explain and as well know, especially doing it in a social setting. But, it's hard to talk to our people, man, especially black people, Puerto Rican, West Indian. 'Cause they get all offensive and emotional on you. So sometimes you got to catch them in the element. And I know you all get mad at me for that. But, hey, when we on the streets teaching, or we in a party, or we in a social club, we still got to talk about what's real. And that's what I'll be trying to do. So, yes, it's your host, D Nice, Real Conversation, Real Entertainment. It's another exciting show, and I'm going to talk about something in particular tonight that a lot of people do not deal with. The subject matter I want to deal with tonight is the party. The party that black people do and what they do in the party. That's what I want to do. It's interesting how our people act and what they do in the parties. We gotta learn. There's nothing wrong with a party, and there's nothing wrong with having a good time. But since we've been in America, we've been trained like runaway slaves to act contrary to the right way to how to party. Now, I'm not trying to get up here and be no doctor and philosopher, but I do know what's wrong. I can tell you that. I can tell you categorically, we got a problem. We got a serious problem. Oh, we got a serious problem. You know what? I knew I was going to get past this night without having a problem. There's some guests on the side. They just popped up. They party girls, too. They look like party girls. You going to come back in and tell us about how to party, baby? Oh, well, when you going to get you back? You sure? I want you to bring her back. If you come back, I'm going to get you a drink, though. You look like you have a drink. How much you doing a show? Wait a minute. I'm trying to do a show here. We want you to sit down and let's have a conversation. Can we all have a conversation here? Yeah, please. I'm talking about the party girls tonight and the party men. I didn't say you what. I'm just trying to get it right.
We'll get it right. But you're supposed to know by now.
Okay. You still look cute. Alright, that's a little... It ain't right. Alright. Bring it right here. I got you. You want me to hold? Got anything else I need to hold for you? Anyway, sorry I got interrupted. Can you come talk to me a second, man? You sit down right here. One time, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. I'm not going to go with these. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the party tonight. I'm not even going to deal with those questions on the board. Sit down with me. Come on. Why? You know what? That's what I understand about black people. When you get a chance to talk with black people, they don't want to talk to you. Why is that? I can't understand that anymore. The white man guys that messed up? Anyway. I'm sorry, audience. I try to, stay focused But you know, I was talking about the party scene. As you know, I told you I'm in a party right now. You know, socializing with our people, right? But you know, it's hard to get a conversation going, and a real one, where we can all get along and try to say some real stuff to each other. So I gotta admit, and I want to say this: my first observation. I'm acting like a scientist about this, right? But what I see and what I notice is that women really direct the party. Without women, you can't have no party. You might as well forget it. If you ain't got some beautiful women at a party or women coming out, you don't really have a party. But my problem is with the party game is this. The women are not acting right at the parties. That's the problem. That's the problem right there. You know, because we know when we come out, when our people come out, we come out to socialize, enjoy, compliment each other, and and deal with each other in a social setting to try to engage into what we call social behavior. I was made to love a woman. I was made to like a woman. I'm attracted to a woman. So therefore, I want a woman. I don't need to go get a man who think he is a woman, but he's not. Oh yeah, I keep it real. That's what I do. I keep it real because you know why? If you ain't real, you being what? You being fake. And you look good, baby. That's a pretty woman right there that went by. Oh, there's another one too. So you know what? Keeping it real, right? All you real brothers and sisters, don't get confused up in that game, right? That's just one more ugly part of this system we in America that got us all tricked up and doing things that's contrary to nature. Nature. We doing things contrary to the order in which the creator of all creations, God the Father, God the Son. And guess what? I gotta give you a little secret. No, it ain't a secret no more. There's a punishment for that type of operation, that thinking pattern. But you gotta look for it in Leviticus 20:13, Romans 1:24, Corinthians 6 and 9. And then you go to Revelation 21:8 and 9. See, because everything got a cause and effect. And you have to deal with it. You can't act like you some God yourself, like you made yourself and whatever goes. You know how like everybody go, yo, I'm doing me, I'm doing whatever. No, you cannot do whatever. Because whatever's got your dumb butts in the condition you're in today where you run around in America like a bunch of slaves and catching AIDS and all type of diseases and all the other things you catching. So it's so sick that I even hate talking about it because I don't talk about it on so many shows. But because that the demonic force and the negative people and all the evil forces are doing their thing, we have got to keep saying to ourselves and reiterating this fact that it's causing problems within the parties. It's causing problems. So what I want to do is tell you, all right, I've just pointed out some of the problems as far as anyway. No, we can come back a little while. We gonna get on the show tonight? Let me know. I heard you on Facebook. You probably recognize me. All right. Oh, that was you a while ago. All right. We're gonna come back in a little while. Let me finish this. When the girls come in later, I want you to get on the show. All right. What time? It should be about 11:30. All right. So I was another brother, and we're in social setting, so I'm gonna get interruption. But anyway, so that's what I'm saying. We're gonna talk about parties tonight and what's going on in the parties and some of the things that cause confusion and chaos in the parties among the so-called blacks, the so-called West Indians, so-called Puerto Rican Spanish people, and all the Latin American tribes in North Central and South America, including the Indians, right? So I have noticed, and as you all aware, there's serious issues that are in the parties. Because we all go to parties almost every week. Some of you go to parties every day. And that's the problem. That's the problem with the parties. We gotta learn. Disrupting, right? Yeah. Now what you were saying? I'm talking about conversation. Yeah, that's right. Real guy. I'm talking about parties tonight. I'm talking about what we do in the parties. Side guest here. I got interrupted, but I'm really dealing with. No, you can go, miss. Unless you want to sit down and conversate about what's going on. All right. Watch a second. Come on. No, come on over here. I want you on this side with the mic. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. You know what? First of all, I'd like you to introduce yourself to the public. It's D Nice, Real Conversation, Real Entertainment. And your name is Miss
My name is Andrea.
Andrea. Is that Andrea?
Yeah, 3 syllables. Yes, sir. 3 syllables,
Wait,
Andrea.
hold on a second. I know we're gonna get started with. We're gonna relax a little bit.
Okay, relax.
Relax.
Wait, like this.
Stay
Like
for-
this? Or...
Whatever way you're going. You know,
Okay.
I hope you was drinking because I'm about to go in.
Oh, go in. I wasn't drinking, but no, I can handle whatever you dish out. As long as
Andrea,
it's respectful.
I'm always respectful. My problem is, are you going to be respectful to me?
Of course, it depends on what you say.
Excuse me? I'm going to say the right thing. I just want you to be with me. That's all.
I'm going to be
All
with
right,
you.
Andrea, it's D Night, your host of Real Conversation, Real Entertainment. Andrea, a guest that just came on the show. I was talking about prior to you getting here, what goes on in the parties and the problems of the parties among the so-called black Americans, the West Indians, the Puerto Ricans, and the Indians of North Central South America. I was talking about why every time, most of the time we go to a party, we always fight, argue, and kill each other. What is that all about? Can you answer some of that?
Well, it seems like you're putting all of your eggs in one basket
Okay,
because I've been to. Let me finish, and I'm going to answer your question.
Okay.
It seems as though you're saying that every time we go to a party, that these are the things that happen. I've been to quite a few lately, and they were very nice. As a matter of fact, I've been here about 2 weeks ago. There wasn't a fight. There wasn't anything thrown. It was fantastic.
You know why?
So I have to disagree with that stereotype.
Well, you know why? You said lately. See, old school Sam's on Thursday, right? We do grown and mature things. And, you know, that's why on Thursdays when I'm doing my show, I only really deal with the mature people. But I'm talking about when we go to parties in general, and you know how our people have been known to argue, fight, and shoot each other, stab each other. What is that all about?
Well, you know what? I can't really answer that question. I think if I had an answer, you would, and
do have an answer.
that probably would stop. But you know,
I do have an answer.
you like to think sometimes that everyone is mature and that they're intelligent and that they come to have a good time. But some people just cannot hold their liquor. So maybe we should limit people. They should have a camera at how many times a person comes to the bar.
But do you think it's liquor? You know, I drink all the time, right? You know, okay, I drink all the time. Even I have a drink right now. I have a drink right now. But it doesn't cause me.
It doesn't cause, but it can be.
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
Hold on a second now. I just, you know, you said be respectful. Question, answer question. So let's slow it down. See, I don't think it's anything wrong with having a drink.
A drink is the key
Or
that
a
you
couple
said.
of drinks. The thing is drinking moderation. Like to have
You don't think drinking has anything to do with some of the things that
think
occur?
I think that if you got demons inside of you, you're gonna act like a demon when you get altered by a drink
I agree with you 100%. Right.
Or the drugs. See, I gotta talk about that too. The drugs that our people do that mess up their mind and causing them to bug out. You forgot? Did you forget about that part?
No, I did not forget about it. You're absolutely right. When I say alcohol, I'm sorry I didn't mention the other mind-altering drugs, like whatever they are. I'd rather not mention them. But what we have to do is support our people. And don't talk about all the bad things.
You know, this is one of my problems. Being real is showing love and support. See, if I don't show you what's wrong with you, you're never going to understand. Wait a minute. Let me finish. See, you know what? You came on and you said, as long as you'll be polite and courteous. I haven't used any profanity. I haven't even cut you off. I just want to be able to get out a topic or a thought. And then I want you to answer the best you can, if you don't mind.
Okay, well, who are we to tell people what's wrong with them?
Wait a minute.
What's our qualifications to tell someone someone's wrong? By you telling someone that something is wrong with them, they may think something's wrong with him. I mean,
all right, wait. The mic.
What qualifies you to tell someone something is wrong with them? Like we never know what people are going through. I like that you're doing this. You know, you get me. I'm voicing how I feel. You're asking me questions, and we're conversating in the true sense of the word. But I just truly believe that You have to give people an opportunity. Some people are going through things. They come out because they're going through things.
you
So
need
they
me-
bring it with them sometimes.
So
That
you-
may be one of the things.
Well, that is one of them, and there's a whole lot of other stuff too.
Right.
They carry a whole bunch of bags of luggage.
Baggage,
They carry a whole zoo with
Coming
them.
here with
Yeah, they come with a whole zoo, an army, and everything of demons coming in and messing with people when they should be more
Enjoy
considerate. They should be more considerate for their fellow brothers and sisters and leave that home.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
A solution to one of your problems about the
And
water.
some people, another solution is don't drink. Some people just cannot and don't drink.
It ain't the Lord gave men wine and strong drink.
They didn't get drunk off of it.
Hold on a second. You said don't drink. I told you from the beginning, like 15 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago, the Lord allows you to have a drink.
But
And
some
strong
people
drink,
cannot
meaning
drink. They don't
alcohol.
have a drink. They have 3 and 4 and 5, and they act a certain way.
Let me clarify. Not just a drink. Have enough so you consume, but you must drink in moderation.
Right.
In other words, don't drink till you're all stupid, foaming at the mouth.
But we
Start
cannot
cursing
tell
everybody.
people
No,
that.
you can tell them that because you know what?
If this was your bar and club.
Hold on a second.
Can we talk for a moment and then I'll let you go because I really need to use the bathroom and then maybe I'll come out. We can talk some
No,
more.
you will come back out.
All right, well, I have to come back out of the bathroom.
If Andrea don't come back out, I told you I'm gonna call her runaway slave.
bless
I'm
all of you.
gonna call her.
Yes, an excellent subject. They haven't lost their mind. I'm not angry. I am very happy and not content. I am happy.
You don't come back, I'm gonna call you runaway slave. I don't care what you say. And you don't come back on this show when you go in the bathroom, I'm gonna call you runaway slave. All right, let me go back to what I was talking about. All right, that was Andrea. Side guest came out of nowhere. I opened my show. Said everyone that could sit down and have a civil, real conversation. That's what it's really all about. Because about our people is we go off into these attitudes and ego trips. You go on this ego trip that you think you're righteous and you got it all right. Hell, I have to be corrected, and if I have to be corrected, I know you damn sure have to be corrected. Because we are in America, and America has damaged us, and we have been here for 400 years of slavery and programming and confusion. What we need to do is now start to address what has happened to us and why do we act the way we do. And that includes me too. But the kids, we need to get to a level of what's real, what's righteous, or what's the correct way, and what's the wrong way. So, I'm getting into a lot of things. I mentioned, first that women are a prime entity or force when we go out and socialize. Because, everybody know a party ain't a party to the women. But we brothers, we can always go, and collaborate, and exchange thoughts. But, after a while, we don't want to deal with each other more because we all on the same level. Because we about controlling and power and keeping and trying to put our world and our families and our surroundings in order. After we do that, we need to have what we call relaxation, entertainment, pleasure. And a woman has all those components, and she's very intelligent too when she's taught correctly. She has to be taught correctly. But the thing is, with women, if she goes off and she hasn't been taught any correct knowledge, she gonna come out and you can see her acting all crazy because you can tell a woman who's crazy. You can tell a woman who's unrighteous because you know what? First thing is she's disrespectful, she talks too much, and she's always mad, and she always dressing. I want to say it, but I don't want to be offensive, but I want to say it anyway. She has that whore type of image about herself when she don't have the correct mentality. See, a woman, she don't supposed to act in a whorish way, especially the black women, so-called black women, West Indians, and the 12 tribes, because you're a very choice woman of the world. You're out of the creation, all the creations that made. You're a choice woman. And that's why everybody wants you. That's why everybody look at the black American women, the ones that are fine. Everybody look at the Puerto Rican women, the Latinos and the Indians. You are a great prize and a beautiful thing to look at and to enjoy. But you was meant for your own people, which are the 12 tribes. Now, when you go off out of the order of understanding how to do the things the right way or to conduct yourself in the right way. Because there's nothing wrong with you being sexy. There's nothing wrong with you partying, but you can't go out and get some orders of the supreme being. Because that's a little hard to just explain all in one show. But like I said, I only have an hour show, so I'm just gonna put that out there. And hopefully, I can deal with that subject matter, more in future shows. So that was one. That was a couple of the things that goes on in the party. Now another thing is the dress code. Like what is it with you so-called black people and you Puerto Rican, West Indians, and you Spanish tribes and Indians? What the hell is with you that you got dressed like you're going out to a gang warfare or something? What is that all about? When you go to a party, everybody you should want to look good. I should be able to look to the left or to the right and see something of a pleasant or something comely to look at. I should look at you and go, what the hell she got on? What the hell he got on? Why do we have to act like that? Where did that come from? You know where it came from? Brainwash program that you see on TV, and they tell you got to look like some little whore dancing up on the table, or you got to look like Willie Dynamite on a corner selling drugs. Oh, you gonna come back, Andrea, you gonna come back all out? All right, then. Andrea, tell the people you gonna come back.
You know what? I will definitely be back. I'd like to thank you guys for listening to me and for this gentleman for being such a gentleman and a conversationalist. To communicate means you're a listener at times and you're a speaker. But I just think that we need to give black people the credit for the things that they do that is positive, not all negative things, because there are some good people here.
Oh, really? I love you too. Yeah, that was political. It was real too. But the problem I notice about our people, we hate to bring out the negative part of us when there's so many things that we can figure out. I got lost. That was one of those rude women that come to the club a lot. She always disagreeing with me, but she think I'm too hard on black people. No, I'm not hard. I'm giving you hard love because I love you like that. Because I want to tell you the truth, right? I want to be real. I'm about to be really real. 2/3 of our people are not going to get this. 2/3 not going to get that. What's up, big bro? Yes, that's right, man. Keep it. Hold it down, baby. Hold it down. That's it. We have got to start to think everything through. Think it all through, baby. Black people, my people, 12 tribes. We came to this hell in America because we was off and we've been acting crazy ever since. We went on back in ancient times, in the middle time, and all that happened to us was done to us so that we can, what? Come back to the righteous way and understand what the Heavenly Father really wants from us, Don't get all caught up in all that religious stuff. Stay clear that what you want to do is go read the book for yourself and find out what's in the book. Stop relying on somebody to tell you something. Them themselves, or they themselves don't even have a clue what's going on. Right? Alright, because you know what? I see my spirit want to go up to the next level, but I got to still address this party thing. I got to deal with the party. Because the party was having us all off, and that's where a lot of things are going on that's causing confusion. So, man, even at the party, even right now, it's just so many wrong things going on. You can't even socialize. 'Cause our people got so many demons. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm glad I said demons. Now, what happened now lately, in the last 5 to 10 years, the demons have infiltrated the party game. See, one time, demons used to go in their little holes in the walls, used to go in their little spots. They wasn't around the regular people. But now the demons done came out and they infiltrated among the regular people. to what? Seduce us into doing wrong things, thinking wrong things, and acting the wrong way. And what we need to do is we need to figure out how to correct ourselves before we just wreck ourselves. And that's how it really is. It's been like that all along, and it ain't gonna stay like that. No, there you go. What you gonna do? Yeah. I wish you all was here right now, and you could hear what's going on and see what's going on. But that's what it is. That's what a party is. A party is.
Give a shout out. 104th Street and 3rd and Lexington, you heard? That's at Park Avenue. Hey, yo, how you do? Where entertainment, about production, you heard?
All right. As long as you keep it real, right?
Yo, where entertainment, about production, you heard?
Thank you. They go about show. That was a guess. They already, drinking, having a good time. 'Cause we all gotta live and do what we do. But let me stay focused on what I'm talking about. There are demons that have infiltrated parties among us. And if you really sit back, like go to a party, I dare any of you, go to a party, have one or two drinks, and then sit back and chill out. Observe what's really going on. Just let your mind relax and watch what's going on. You will notice that there's all type of foul energy forces and negative energy forces running all around. And I'm talking about within people. Demons are not but negative energy thoughts within a person's mindset. I'll say it again. Demons are nothing more but negative mind, negative energy forces that are within a person's mind and causing them to do negative and act negatively or perverse. See, and our people the more you allow it into your mind, the more you start acting like a demon. That's what's happening. I don't have to lie to you. If you can't see what's really going on in the party, well, you're about as stupid as ever. I want to tell you straight up. You know what I'm talking about, Miss? Oh, really? Okay, there go another party. Do you live a decent party where I don't have to feel like this is a woman who gave me females of color entertainment? Can I go there and really enjoy myself?
April 16th, we having the Aries going wild. All you can just wear nothing at all or go wild. April 16th at the Waverly Loft, Brooklyn downtown.
Oh, really? There you go again. You gotta wear clothes at a party, though. Excuse me, well, a woman just gave me a card for a party. But the only thing I think crazy about what she just said, and the funny thing I'm talking about parties, she told me, you don't have to wear no clothes. I don't know what that means. So, nevertheless, right, let me go on with what I'm talking about. Demons are negative energy forces that go inside of a person when a person opens their minds up to them, and it causes that person to act contrary to the natural order or the way in which they was really created to be. Like a man's supposed to act like a man, and a woman act like a woman, but a demon go inside a person and it causes them to be confused where you have a woman thinks you're a man, a man thinking you're a woman, or it have you go stare somebody down and want to fight them and want to shoot them, you want to talk about them, or you want to argue. See, all that's demonic. Demonic energy forces within a person. Because if you really about going out to have a good time, you're supposed to come out, you're supposed to be chilling. You're supposed to come out, be happy, dancing, have a drink, share good feelings with each other, sometimes have a good conversation and listen to some good music. Oh yeah, I'm glad I said that too. That's what a real party is about. But now I'm going to deal with something else also, the music part. Most parties play demonic music. This new music today, the new music today is garbage. I want to say that straight up. The new music today is nothing but demonic music. That's why when you listen to it, it causes you to act stupid. You ever see when you play certain type of music, the girls get up and start acting all crazy, or guys get up and start acting all crazy. Talk about nigga, 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 bitch, bitch, bitch. I want to kill you, kill you, kill. Ho, 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 ho. I'm a hoe, I'm a pervert. But that all type of music is demonic music. Those are negative energy force music, and they drive you to do negative things. And that's why a lot of you get caught up in that type of world. Because you let negative energy thought waves within your brain. Yeah, I said it. You gotta listen to certain type of music, especially when you go out and drinking. Because when you're drinking, your mind and your defense system is at a relaxed mode, and it allows certain energy forces in and sounds it. So what you gotta do is learn how to control what goes inside your mind. You can't just let anything go in there. You can't go to a rock concert or go to a party like for example, a Jamaican party, music's too loud and you be shaking when you come out. And it's just too, you be all messed up. The music is so loud. I don't even know how they do that. I don't know how you West Indian brothers do that. That always shocked me because the music is too loud. You gotta learn how to turn the damn music to a volume that you can relax and enjoy yourself, sis. And you gotta learn how to listen to things that work with your body. Yeah, it ain't nothing wrong. We're gonna talk about it tonight. That's all the women. That's all the women. I just saw one girl. She done had on a pink wig with shoes with a heels so about 5, 6 inches high. So but I guess that's all part of whatever women do. But it ain't cool. It ain't cool. It ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? So, and don't get me wrong. I love a woman who looks good. Any man don't like a woman that look good, he's out his mind. Or he's a homo. Man, I'm going on with this topic called the party, and I just started. There's so many things that be within the party. Be careful, people, my people, 12 tribes. Be careful of the music you listen to. Stop listening to all that bad music. And what you want to do, go back to some old school R&B. Some of the new school that's positive is good, but ain't too much of it because I can't, music's supposed to have something positive to say or have a positive energy force. It don't supposed to have a force within it that make you want to go and kill or hate or do some type of fornication or some type of pervert act. Okay? You need to start to correct yourselves. You got it. Black people, Puerto Ricans, West Indians, Indian, Spanish-speaking tribes. Come on, wake up out of the sleep. It's time we start figuring this thing out. Because guess what? Ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. They're not gonna do it for you. You gotta do it for yourself. You already know something wrong because when you go out, that's why you don't even want to go to parties no more. That's why a lot of us are not in the party world no more. Hell, I done did parties and promotions. I don't even want to do parties because I see so much foolishness going on. Like I try to get the best parties, try to give persons class, good music, food, drink, but then it's so many bug outs that come in among the righteous people or the people who think correct. It made me don't want to give a party no more. That's how bad these demons are in the world. So we need to figure out how to isolate ourselves. We need to figure out how to isolate ourselves, get it right, and do what we need to do.
My man right here, real conversation. You still holding it
I
down.
just want to say a couple of words. You know what I was talking about? The party world, the party game. How confused it is that our people are that we can't even go out no more and you ain't be in the right environment no more when we're trying to have a good time. What do you think of that? That we got all these bug outs around the team. I want you to say that real quick.
Well, what I feel it is definitely, and when you're in this promoting game, it's definitely an age element. Like, you got to definitely keep it real and keep it in an age element situation. Like, you throwing a party, right?
Right.
young brother can't come in and dress your stuff up with shoes,
Right.
come in and respect your party, then you understand that's not the kind of guy that you want there.
Right, because he got his pants off his ass. He
We're
got his
not about no young boy chilling out, gang banging, none of that. Most of us is so we want to party,
have a good time.
have a good time, and make it to work on Monday.
Yeah, okay.
We want to make it to work on Monday. We don't want to get no gunshots. None of that young boy shit.
That's not what black people do.
But they do it. See, that's my problem. See, you got to find a wait.
Hit him with
It's
that.
a very small
Yeah,
percent.
hear me. I mean, Charlie, come here a second. Charlie, come
Come
over.
here,
Give it there.
Stop
Charlie,
it.
come here a second. Here.
He's definitely good.
Charlie.
He's one of the
Switch
guys.
the mic. Switch the mic.
Now, this guy is
What's
like
happening,
I'm
brother?
saying,
Oh, I
man,
already
he's a younger guy, but he's
on point.
on the situation.
Yo, my head's like just fish washing, you dig?
Charlie, can you spend a little second with me?
Most definitely.
All right, it's D-Nice. Charlie just came to the scene. I don't know if you all seen him. He was on a prior show, and I showed him. Because you know why? And I showed him about 3-4 times because you dropped some real knowledge on those women. My so-called co-hosts that had it right.
Yeah.
Tanya, Jay, Desiree. They wasn't ready for you. I want to tell you the truth, you know. Some
But
people,
most of us aren't ready for ourselves.
yeah, you know what? I want to tell you what the show is about tonight. I've been talking for the last half hour about the party world. The party's environment or the social activities that we got to come out to, that we come out to almost every week. Some of us party every day. But I'm talking about the negative energy that's in the party game right now. What do you think of that? What do you think of the negative energy forces among our people right now? Think about how much time.
I think a lot of it comes from displaced anger.
Explain it.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain it. But like a lot of us are angry at other things, maybe our social situation, things that's going on in our lives, and when we go out, liquor start flowing. You know they say a drunk mind speaks to sober thought. I mean,
So what you referring to?
so like a lot of, especially the younger ones.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
they see it as a forum to release their negative energy.
All right. So what you're in respect to, you're saying that the negativity as according to the way they act, like when they start doing violence toward each other, is because they have anger inside them, especially when they drink. And then
I mean, a lot of people aren't happy with their social situation, their financial situation, their domestic situation. A lot of people are angry, and you know what? They might not even realize it. So, like, when they get in this, like, especially like the younger ones, so they get with a crew. They get a crew with They get with a crew of cats.
right.
I mean,
Come on, let it out.
these are your so-called comrades or whatever.
Right.
And like when they're so-called ill and they bugging out,
Right.
it's an emotional release for a lot of them.
But is it right? Look, let's go in. I want to go in.
There's
now.
there's a difference between right and reality.
All right, let's go in, right?
Yeah, all right.
All right. There's a couple of things I noticed in the party world. Number one, I think it's a horror mentality going on in the party world. Number two, I think it's an anger type of energy forces going on in the party world. I think it's an ignorancy that's also coming out in the party world. And then I think that this perverted thing too that's going on with all these homosexuals and transsexuals and women talking about these lipstick whores and all this. I mean, it's so
Homie.
touch all of it. You hit all of it. Don't leave nothing out.
I'm going to keep it simple and say it's a sign of the times.
Oh well, you gonna leave
I
it
mean,
like that?
no, I'm not going to leave it like that. No, I'm not going to leave it like that. No, that's basically the capital in the beginning of my sentence. It's a sign of the times.
I know that already.
I mean, it's decadence. Decadence is moral decay.
degenerate.
Yeah, but it's permeating through our society at an alarming rate. However, I mean, we have to take responsibility for the part that we played in it. Because some young niggas who's bugging and all that shit, they looked up to us. Excuse me, sorry. They looked up to us.
Right.
When they was looking up to us, like when they was like in the early 90s and the late 80s,
Right.
I was out there shooting and bugging.
Look, I'll be the first to tell you. I had done wrong. I have been bugging out. I did a lot of things, but you know what? When I have not known better, when I didn't know any better, just like you didn't know any better, we
You know how I
tried.
found out better?
Yeah.
Are you aware of how I found out
Yeah,
better?
well, you told me before.
I found out better doing 12 years in the penitentiary.
Well, you had a time to think. See, you know
No,
what?
actually, I didn't, because I spent most of my time bugging out in the box and stuff like that. I was in a cage. I was in the box, beat up because I done knocked out a captain or whatever, and the book card came through. It just so happened that the book card had blood in my eyes on it, like with General George Jackson,
Let it out.
Field Marshal George Jackson.
I want the people to understand.
I mean, and that led me on my path of studying like who I am and about my people. And it just took me 3 years in the box, in the cage, to understand what's really real. And what's really real is, man, like, people are hurting. People,
But listen, Charlie,
people
I'm
hurt.
I'm gonna say this to you, right? But I'm glad that you sharing with the people. See, a lot of brothers and sisters get locked up. And you know what happened? Why you get locked up? Because you was rebelling, you was out of order with society. So society said they gotta lock you down because you ain't controlling yourself. Just like when I got arrested, and like any other person, we was doing something against the laws of the land. Now I know we was mad, but we went crazy because what? But listen, we went crazy because we was rebelling from something. We just didn't wild out. We was wilding out for a reason. We wasn't getting no jobs. We couldn't understand why we was calling nigga. We couldn't understand why everybody's against us. We couldn't understand why our own people was against us. And our environment was wrong. So now when you can tell me what your personal thing is, but I think overall, every time a young brother grows up, he's faced with a reality of what he had to deal with his people. Why is it people keep being called a nigga? Why we can't get a job? Why we can't have it? So you know what? The next thing we start doing, we're going to take it. Is that what you did, or you were just crazy altogether? I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna do it to you, man. Cause I know why I was bugging out when I was younger. I didn't want to see the reality I had to see back then. But I'm glad that I've been given wisdom and time to think about
I
it.
want to start like this.
Go ahead, start it. I want to
Are you aware of who Chuck D is from Public
I
Enemy?
love Chuck D. I listen to music all the time. Matter of
But
fact,
Chuck D said it. This is a quote. It was a quote. It was not a rap, but it was a quote that he said. It's something he said.
let it out.
He said when reality becomes unbearable, illusion becomes more preferable.
Wow.
So sometimes, like, when your reality becomes like so tough and so sometimes people live in illusions that like we're living this lifestyle or whatever the case may be. But I'm not really touching on what you discussed by saying that.
I know
I mean,
what you're talking about. You are touching on it because you said.
the only thing I can say is that, listen.
Explain it though.
Listen. I will say first, last and foremost, I make no excuse for what I did.
Right.
I mean, like, you know, like, and for who I am. I don't make any excuse for the brothers and sisters who had the opportunities. There are those individuals who that's their reality. They grew up around the drug dealers, the pimps, the pushers, and stuff like that. I mean, I wasn't them. I was intrigued by the lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying?
Wait.
And then there's another segment of society, of our society, that really that we don't really think about. It's the privileged. But what I really want to touch on is there's a
Stay focused, man. I know you.
no. But there's a realness about the niggas in the street. They grind but they're gonna talk to you a certain way. Now, like, if you're privileged, everybody's gonna sugarcoat everything to you.
Yeah, everybody look up to you.
But when everybody's gonna sugarcoat everything to you. But when somebody talking, like, you meet one of them cats in the street, and I'm like me, I'm like, I ended up being one of those guys who was grinding. I ended up grinding.
Right.
I didn't have to,
Right.
but I ended up doing it.
So you grind because what? You thought, well, in your mind, that was real. And that,
I actually grew up fiercely independent. Fiercely independent. My mom's was relying on niggas to pay her bills, and I didn't jack it. You understand? We were privileged because individuals, men were, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I didn't jack it. And I said, you know what? I will be one of those men. All right, if she feels like she needs a man in her life, no, for real. If she needs a man in her life to for her subsistence, for her to survive.
Well,
I got in the street and I said, you know what? Mom, I ain't got to do that. But she made sure I had the best. You feel me?
no, wait, hold on a second now. What you're referring to?
I'm just representing another side of
I
the thing.
understand
You know
what
what I
you
mean?
just said. Look, I understand what Charles is telling us. All right. What you're saying is regular because we all are victims of our society or our environment. When I say that, I'm saying that what he just said was he didn't want his mother to have to want for anything, right? So he was going to do whatever he had to do to make sure she had it. And that might have been a negative way because he saw other people and other people doing it, and they showed him like, look, you don't have to go get a job being this or that. I'll show you how to get money. You can either do this, right? Am I wrong, right? You can either go sell this or go sell that on the street, right? No. We don't want you. Son, you speak for yourself because you brought it out. What did you say to yourself? What, you ain't gonna stay focused with each other? Explain yourself, because you the one brought it up.
Nah.
It ain't nothing wrong with it. Look, I explain myself. You want me to help you out? I always thought in my mind that I want to be that guy. I want to be that nigga. That's what I used to think when I was young. Yo, I used to think I want to be that nigga. And then that caused me to do a lot of negative things. The women was looking up to that nigga. And excuse me for saying that word, that nigga. You know what I'm saying when I'm saying to use that term, right? And excuse me all for saying it. At that particular time in history, you had to be that pimp, that drug dealer, that gangster, that murderer, that thug, that so-called Raheem nigga that everybody was scared of.
But at the end of the day, it ends up being a lack of comfortability within yourself.
Thank you. I was gonna get to that. Why you gonna cut me short like that? I'm just trying to keep it going. So
I mean, maybe you should edit the bullshit. But I'm gonna tell the screen. I'm gonna tell you guys this. Sometimes instead of being the shotgun, the pellets spatter. Sometimes you gotta be the laser. Sometimes you gotta go right to the point. I mean, and it's very, very important. Now, instead of being a shotgun, we have to be the laser. We have to be the person that cuts through the bit, and we have to make we have to make on the spot decisions, character decisions, spirit decisions, and on the spot. I mean, sometimes you might be wrong.
You gotta think. You want to tell them what
you know what I mean?
Tell them you gotta think.
But you have to go to it. You have to go to it. There's a certain amount of bravery that's involved. I mean, because the world that we live in is a crazy and it's a very evil world. We've been only free for 520 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's like an individual who he was locked up for 10 years. And he became indoctrinated for that 10 years. He became institutionalized for 10 years. It would take at least 10 years for him to be uninstitutionalized, right?
I think it's more than that. You know the damage
exactly.
a man's
But as a people, if it takes 400 or 500, there's a lot of things that's going on with us. There's a lot of things going on with us genetically. I'm gonna tell you, sickle cell is sickle cell anemia and stuff like that is based upon our diet. It's a slave-based diet. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that's become culture with us. I mean, just the way we live.
Yeah,
I mean, like
eat pork. Come on, bring it
I mean, eat pork. I mean, no, but you know what? But this is where soul comes in, brother. This is where soul comes in, because we turn crabs into delicacies.
Yeah, but
I mean, we turn right.
You're right, but look.
We turn crackling bread. I'm from East. I'm from the country. You know what I mean?
Hold on a second now. I'm glad you said that. Now, even though we done that, even though we took a negative and tried to make it look positive, we still have error in correcting ourselves, being righteous. You know what being righteous versus making things look right? That's one of the
right and just.
Yeah. See, even though a lot of so-called black people, you're gonna say, well, there's nothing wrong with us eating pork. Now, everybody knows pork is about the most filthiest animal you can ever eat. It is. It's the most toxic.
My man. Listen. I'm going to tell you, I don't eat red meat. I weigh 240 pounds.
You can weigh 500 pounds, still eat pork, but
No, but no, I don't eat red meat.
So
I eat chicken and fish.
All right,
That's all I eat.
smart. Well,
But I still weigh over 240 pounds.
Look, the black man, you know what?
My point being, I'm just telling you. Listen to me, brother, for a second. When it comes to issues, of survival, I will eat the oink off a pig. I will eat the oink off a pig.
Oh, you saying? Now I want to clear him up.
When it comes to issues of survival, I will have to do it.
I want to say this, right?
You should.
Wait, hold up, Charlie. Wait a minute. Talk tries. I know what you gotta listen to. I didn't agree with him. He said when it comes to the survival mode, he would eat pork. He didn't say he voluntarily would eat. So I want to clear that for my.
But certain things become culture.
No, culture don't make it right.
If you but that's right. It doesn't make it right. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Stay with me.
No, I agree with you.
Stay with me, because I know you. I know your mind, and I know you higher than a lot of people. Hey, what you doing, man? No, anyway. See what I'm talking about? I'm trying to have a conversation. He get on the phone.
But he, like so many other